loudly. "No, but he is enormously valuable to our forces," he said. "You would be a distraction to him, one he can ill afford." "Why?" Minister Bazer's stern expression cracked, just a little. "Miss Davis, you must know how he feels about you by now." Now, my thin thread of patience snapped. Yes, I knew Axlos had feelings for me. Everyone knew it. I also knew I'd made it clear that I didn't return those feelings. Or rather, I wouldn't return them. I had my reasons. Primary among them was that I valued my independence more than I desired Axlos. There, I said it. There was a time when I was controlled by one particular man, and I suffered in ways no one should ever have to. I still bore the scars on my back as a memento. I didn't need to justify my decision to hold on to my independence. What does that have to do with anything? He blinked and spluttered as if I'd tossed a drink in his face. "I did not think I needed to spell it out, but very well. The General is in love with you, Ms. Davis." It isn't my fault that Axlos has some misguided hope that we... Minister Bazer's expression turned pitying. "He has no hope of anything, Ms. Davis. He accepts your feelings and has asked that you remain on Heveia, which you yourself initially requested, so that he is not distracted from his important work of directing his flank of the defenders." He sighed, folding his long hands in front of him. "Just as you cannot help your feelings, or lack thereof, he cannot help his." I took a deep breath and processed what he said, which wasn't untrue. Surely he can put his feelings aside to allow me to do work that may end this war quicker. Minister Bazer shook his head. "I answer to the Crown Prince, who has directed me to accommodate General Axlos in whatever he requests. As Gavrox is not here to weigh in, I will adhere to my orders and deny your request." "What about Princess Lila?" I asked desperately. "Surely she can weigh in Gavrox's absence?" His brows dropped into a scowl. "The princess is recovering from the birth of her son. She is not to be disturbed." I knew that was going to be a dead end, although I knew Lila was well enough to weigh in on just about anything. She and I were the only two humans left in the palace. The others had gone with their Hevian mates on the cruiser. I had to admit, it was lonely. Although I visited with her every day that she was up for it, Lila was busy and exhausted with a new baby. And she worried, with reason. The war wasn't going well. My shoulders dropped. What can I show you to prove that I can break this code? One silvery brow rose. "You can break the code. Then I would believe you. But I fail to see how one human female can do what all of our computers and analysts have been unable to do as of yet." I shook my head. "They're going at it wrong," I murmured. "The codes are based on a language that isn't a language." "Ah, now it all makes sense," Minister Bazer said dryly. "Please return to your quarters, Ms. Davis. My decision is final." Defeated, I left the minister's office and let the door slide closed behind me. "May I assume your request was denied?" I looked up to see Hawk, a slender cybot in shining metal gazing down at me from the strip of black glass across his otherwise smooth face. His visual scanner missed nothing. "Yes, denied. I wanted to punch Minister Bazer." A fuzzy, staticky sound came from Hawk that I'd long recognized as his cybot version of laughter. "That would have been amusing, yet ill-advised." "I know," I muttered, walking beside him toward my quarters. "That's why I didn't do it. That and his face is too high for my fist."